Good day, everyone, and happy St. Patrick's Day. Time now for News Weather Today with J7409, the name you know, the news you can use. This picture was sent in to me by Patricia, and I have already showed it, but I'm showing it again because during the entire winter season, this is one of the most beautiful pics that have been sent to me. Now, I've got plenty more that are beautiful, but this one should be a postcard. You guys need to send it to Hallmark. Thank you so much for sending this in. Spring is around the corner. Let's hope most of the winter weather is gone. If you have any pics of the weather going on in your area, or maybe some strange sky phenomena, and you would like for me to use them in my cover thumbnails, please click Show More below the video. Scroll down, you'll see an address to send them to, and I'd appreciate it, and I thank you guys for sending them in. Also, if this is your first time here and you are interested in weather and you like to know what's going on around you, you like what you see, please click the J7409 in the bottom right hand corner, then subscribe, click the bell, ring my bell, and you will be guaranteed to get the latest weather news, weather forecast, and alerts as they came out. Before I get into too much detail this morning, I want to check something out with you guys. Everybody's in a hubbub about, are we going to have another nor'easter? Well, yes, we are going to have some more systems pull through. Everybody seems to be afraid to say whether it'll be a storm or not. So, you know me, I'll stick my neck out. Yeah, it will be a storm, but all along I've been saying I don't think it's going to be quite as bad as you have experienced up north, okay? So this is the latest 6 o'clock run from the GFS, courtesy of Tropical Tidbits, and we will just move it up a hair. You see where everything, this is the ice line from Ohio going on across this morning. The rest is rain. We got snow out west. We're going to move it up. Watch it come across right quick. And here we're getting ready to go with it. We have to get up to about Tuesday. It should come off the coast sometime around Tuesday. There it is. Now you see there's some snow in New Jersey, and it comes on down into the mountains of Virginia and West Virginia. It's not that much snow though. Now where it's a little darker, that is more snow. Where it's more bluer. But still, it's not going to be as bad as it has been, I don't think. So let's move it right along. As you can see, it's going offshore. I think it's going to go offshore for the most part. That's what it's looking like. Another low pressure comes up from the south. We do have snow coming up Wednesday in Virginia, West Virginia, and northern parts of North Carolina. Still don't think it's going to be that much snow. We're just going to have to wait and see. But that's my 2 cents worth. As I go back a few hours, it's even got snow down here for me. But I really don't think that'll happen. If it was anything that turned into snow, it would more or less be flurries. Of course now, all of this can change. Now, conditions remain favorable for wildfires. I want to bring that up across portions of the southern plains through this weekend, so please be careful of that, okay? Scattered to widespread snow across the west will begin to taper off this weekend as the upper level trough and surface cold front moves east from the Intermountain West out in the plains. Now, as the upper level system moves east, smaller scale disturbances will remain over portions of the Pacific Northwest coast and Montana, keeping the weather rather cold for you guys, cloudy and unsettled. Another system approaching the west coast is shaping up to bring widespread rain to California early in the coming week. Now, rain, sleet, freezing rain, and snow will spread across the Midwest, Ohio Valley, Central Appalachians, and Northern Mid-Atlantic region as the winter storm system travels toward the east coast. Now, snow amounts are forecast to be on the lighter side, and I've thought that all along, okay? Now, they should be on the lighter side, but you still got to watch out for ice accumulations up to or exceeding a tenth of an inch. That's going to be possible. Winter weather advisories are in effect spanning from central Iowa to northern Virginia, and snow is forecast to continue for portions of the northeast as a reinforcing shot of that cold air approaches from Canada. Moderate to locally heavy rains expected to dwindle in intensity today as the cold front moves south into the Gulf Coast states before stalling on Sunday. Now, in advance of the next storm system to eject out into the southern plains. Strong to severe thunderstorms are expected to develop along the front and again on Sunday as the next system approaches. The Storm Prediction Center has identified portions of the Central Plains and the lower Mississippi Valley as having a slight risk for severe storms. And once again, don't forget about the elevated fire danger. It's going to be persisting over the southern plains this entire weekend as gusty winds and low relative humidity is expected. So please keep all of this in mind. Now, the first thing I want to do on the big map this morning right quickly as we move along is show where the thunderstorm activity should be. Now, just because you see these storms does not mean they are severe. If they are severe, they will have a blue color to them. And this is this morning around 10 a.m. We do have some thunderstorm activity going on in Georgia, Tennessee, Alabama as we move on across throughout the day. We'll go on to 6 p.m. this afternoon. Some are popping up over in Texas. I've got some off the North Carolina coast. A few little splash and dash showers here in Mississippi and Louisiana. We will go to 11 p.m. tonight. You can see they are building as they are supposed to with the system coming through, but none of them yet have that bluish tint to them. So, 6 a.m. tomorrow morning, everything's looking pretty clear except northwestern Louisiana. We got one little shower going on in Texas. Most things are offshore. We will move up to 12 p.m. tomorrow, and they do start to build now in Mississippi and Louisiana, as well as Texas, and a few up in Oklahoma. So, tomorrow afternoon, or evening rather, at 7 p.m., these are still here. Don't see a bluish tint to any of them now, but just because it's not showing up now don't mean they may not intensify. So we'll have to keep our eyes on it. But we will see up here, we'll come to Monday around 5 a.m. in the morning. They are moving now easterly off into Alabama and Georgia and off the coast and up in Kansas. You guys are having a few showers also. 12 p.m. Monday, looking like panhandle of Florida, you guys, and up around the Jacksonville area, you guys will get some rain coming down towards Memphis and Tennessee, a little bit of rain up in Alabama and Mississippi. As we move to around 11 p.m. Monday night, you see it marching across 5 a.m. now. 6 a.m., excuse me, on Tuesday. If you look very closely, these are offshore in the waters, but right in this area, it looks blue. Has a bluish tint to it. That is a severe thunderstorm with possibly hail, high damaging winds, the whole 9 yards. Can you see that? Kind of step away from the monitor and look. You'll see it has a bluish tint. That is your severe thunderstorm activity. So by 3 p.m. Tuesday afternoon, still don't see any severe thunderstorms going on, but we do have much rain going on with these storms from western North Carolina to portions of southern North Carolina, also South Carolina, and we've got some rain moving through Florida here. So just keep your eyes on it. Watch the sky. You'll be able to tell if any of these storms seem to intensify to maybe form into a severe thunderstorm. And we'll quickly try to check out what kind of precipitation is going on this morning. This is around 8 a.m. Of course, we have ice down through Indiana, parts of Ohio, got some rain down south of Ohio and Kentucky, all the way down to Alabama, Georgia, and Mississippi. And right here, this freezing rain goes all the way over to Iowa as it comes around. Now, there's a little brown right here in Ohio, and that is ice pellets going on. So let's move up in the day some, time-wise to around lunchtime. The system moves on through. That freezing rain stays in Ohio as it moves across, along with the snow over into West Virginia, along with some rain. Everything else we see from down south all the way up to Illinois at this point is looking like rain. So as we move along to 7 p.m. this evening, here we go. The rain's pushing down. Everything up here is looking good. You guys are looking good all the way up in Maine, and for my friends in Canada, up in Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, you guys are looking good up there. As we move on across to Sunday morning, around 4 a.m., that's when I start getting the system that's coming from the south up, and I'm getting rain here in North Carolina, also parts of Virginia, over in Louisiana. Some of those thunderstorms that we've just been looking at are beginning to pop up. Let's go to 3 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. We can see some snow over in New Mexico, Colorado. The rain is still the big deal over in Oklahoma. You guys will have rain showers. And tomorrow evening at 9 p.m., it starts moving across. Now, the system, if it is going to do anything, should start happening late Monday, maybe Tuesday and Wednesday. So we'll move up to Monday around 7 p.m. We can see this is a high now. This is a high pressure. Okay, we've got this going on. We see it's all rain. So we'll go to Tuesday at 4 a.m. in the morning. That's when it starts to change. Okay, it starts to change. Once again, if you see a little purple square, that's freezing rain. You got a chance of some freezing rain in these areas. Looking like a little bit of snow chance up in this area. Right around, it's kind of a toss-up in the DC area. We have that rain-snow line, but that can always change, as we know. In southern New Jersey, Pennsylvania, yes, that's snow, but I think it's going to be very light compared to what you have had. I wouldn't lose a lot of sleep over it. You guys are used to the snow. This is not a big blowout, in my opinion, as of now. It could change. When we move along to around 11 a.m. Tuesday, we can see the rain, the snow bands, excuse me, it's a little bit heavier in this area, but still, I don't believe it's that much. Let's click on the New Jersey area. 2 inches in 3 hours. See? It's still not going to be that bad. We'll come up to 5 p.m. Tuesday, see how it marches across. It's going to push offshore. I don't think you guys up here are going to get hardly anything. A little bit of dusting maybe in Long Island. And the brown is ice. That's ice pellet sleet forming. We'll go to around 11 p.m. on Tuesday evening. And boom, look at there, it's moving offshore. Now the other one coming up that I was talking about, here it is. This is the one that's going to bring more over this way. So we'll hop over to around 5 a.m. Wednesday morning. We'll see what it's looking like, and that's where Virginia will pick up some snow. Once again, I don't think it's going to be that much. Let's just see what it's forecasting to look like at this time. If it will give us some snow. Look, 0.6 of an inch. No big deal. No big deal. Mostly like rain. So we'll keep our eyes on this. If I see any changes in anything, I'll be sure and put out a weather alert for you guys, or do a little update when one's not scheduled to be. Yes, it's going to happen. We are going to have some more snow. And folks, I hate to tell you this, but I know spring is coming up Tuesday. We're going to be up and down in temperatures. You may have a few days that are very warm and beautiful and nice, and then, bam, it may get kind of chilly again. It's going to remain that way throughout the entire rest of the month. So don't put up your sweaters and light jackets or maybe even your heavy jackets. Keep them out and about. Maybe by next month, everything will warm up and stay kind of steady. Thank you so much for watching, subscribing, thumbs up, comments. I love you guys. Everybody have a happy St. Patrick's Day, a wonderful, blessed weekend, and days ahead. Much peace, love, and kindness to each of you.